All righty. Super Bowl 58 is over. Thank goodness. And the 2023 NFL season is officially over. Now, the road to the 2024 NFL draft is in the mix. We're just 2 months away. But tonight, we're going to review Super Bowl 58. We're going to review it, ladies and gentlemen. And we got sports to talk about right here on The Real, the Sports Podcast. Hey man, appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight on what tuning in. I can't even talk tonight. Tuning in with us tonight, wherever continent you are on right now, man. Go follow us on all social media platforms, and you can join our sports group on Facebook. It is called The Real the Sports Group, man. We got debates, sports posts, posts about life. We got games. Come rep your team, man. We got fantasy football. Sign up in the Real Sports Group, man, on Facebook. Come rep your team. We on Facebook. One click away. We here. Oh, y'all gotta excuse my energy right now tonight, man. You know, very, very, very sad night if you're in the AFC, if you're AFC West. Good Lord, but nevertheless, man, we are going to review, of course, the Super Bowl 58. Oh boy, I'm trying to get through this one, Mark. This is tough. But all right, but here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He is the pioneer. I got the pioneer night again. He's the pioneer of the Real Sports Party. Let me prepping up. Let me get up. Prep up a little bit. Sound so down. Let me get up. The pioneer of the Real Sports Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. He is over 200 episodes. He is the day one. He is part of the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State alumni. Go Pokes. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the king of predictions, the very talented Mr. Young Mark.
Let the record show, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. Tua Tagovailoa, Josh Allen, the MVP, Lamar Jackson, ain't none of them got a damn thing on Aiden O'Connell. That's all I'm going to say.
That is a fact. Why, Mark? You want to educate the audience?
Because somehow, some way, these quote-unquote best quarterbacks in the National Football League went toe-to-toe with the team with a good barbecue and couldn't get the dub. They were surrounded with weapons all over the field, great defenses, couldn't pull out the win. Yet, our guy, a late-round pick in the NFL draft, who started the season as a third-string quarterback, who didn't complete a single freaking pass for the last 3 quarters of the freaking football game, was able to go on the road with backup offensive linemen and a backup running back and still beat the team with a good barbecue. How come the league MVP couldn't do it? How come Mr. Josh Allen couldn't do it? How come the new and improved Tua Tagovailoa and the explosive Miami Dolphin offense couldn't do it? And why the hell could the loaded San Francisco 49ers not get the freaking job done? You were up 10 freaking points, man. But I digress.
I told you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you just wait. Mark has more. Sometimes you just gotta take the chain off and let's let them go. No, man, it's coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming again. We thank you guys for being here tonight. You got two Raider fans right here. We're just not in a good mood, but it is what it is, man. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk football. Let's start the show off, man. NFL awards, Mark. NFL awards. We'll run
I mean,
through
the
these
Cleveland
things
Brown
really quick.
Awards.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns, pretty much. Good Lord, they cleaned up though. Cleveland Browns are my sleeper team. They did the thing. 11-6, I believe. Yeah, 11-6.
I'll give you credit for that, host.
11-6, baby. All right. MVP, of course. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson.
You mean
Coach
the
of the
great
year.
choke artist of the NFL playoffs? Homeboy that struggled to win more than one playoff game a year? Get out of here, man.
Mark's fired up. That dude is fired up today. You know, look, you know it's something when a guy like Mark, which is one of the nicest guys in the world. When Mark, one of the nicest guys in the world, get fired up, dude. Oh man, you know it's something. That's how bad.
I just want to say, y'all better thank the good Lord we're not like Unc and Ocho and go live like late Monday night. Because if we would have been on live after that Detroit Lions game this year, son, I would have got us thrown off the air. Oh, boy.
Oh my God! Speaking of Ocho, man, shout out to Ocho, baby, a Raider. Ocho's a Raider. Coach of the year, Kevin Stefanski. Comeback player of the year, Joe Flacco. AP offensive player of the year, Christian McCaffrey. Ooh.
Wasn't mad at that one.
I wasn't mad at that either. I would say MVP. Even though Lamar's my favorite quarterback, Christian, oh my God, you got to give it that dude. Why not? Consistency, bro, all year long. All year long, bro. Lead the league in rushing. I mean, goddamn. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Why not get this man MVP? We haven't had a running back since Adrian Peterson. Come on, man. They should have. Damn these quarterbacks, man. They can get on the awards, man. I love Lamar. Man. But Christian, oh man, he should have gave it. He should have gave it.
Remember a couple years ago, I believe it was 2019. We had a very young rookie running back who took the league by storm. Was like top 5, top 10 in rushing that year. Miles away the best rookie in the league, but they snubbed him for the Offensive Rookie of the Year award because they gave it to a quarterback. Happens.
Oh, who's that?
Remember when Josh Jacobs got robbed of the Offensive Rookie of the Year award?
Oh yeah. That's a fact. Damn, I forgot all about that.
I might forget, but I don't forget. Word to Young G.
Word. That is a fact, man. Philly G, what's up, Philly G? The only chokers out there is Debo and San Fran. You ain't kidding. I told y'all Lamar was gonna win it. Yeah, but me personally, like I said, Lamar's my favorite quarterback. But man, oh man, the consistency of Christian McCaffrey, man. And that dude spoke. I mean, that dude went from zero to hero. I mean, Carolina, he was always hurt all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden he goes to San Fran, turns it around, leads to get the Russian title. I mean, goes to Super Bowl.
Something, host?
Holy hell!
You notice something different about him compared to Carolina, and I wonder if I'm the only one that peeped this. Mm-hmm. Yo, homeboy done jacked up. Like homeboy done bulked up, and I notice how he don't get hurt nearly as much anymore. You know,
it's a fact. It's a fact. You see the commercial? He's all jacked up. Doing that. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't a commercial. It was on social media, him working out.
Yeah, homeboy done got jacked.
Yeah.
That's making a difference.
That's a fact. He is super jacked. What was I say? Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year. Deserved?
Hell no. and I say this with all due respect to Myles Garrett. I'm not out here hating on him for no reason like Warren Sapp used to do on social media.
Oh my God, did he?
Respectfully, it should have been a 2-horse race between Max Crosby of the Raiders, and T.J. Watt of the Steelers. And I say that respectfully. Y'all know how I feel about the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for me to acknowledge them and give one of their top players credit should really tell you something. Between them two young men, somebody deserved that award, and it
I
definitely
agree.
won't Myles Garrett. And I
I
say
agree.
that with all due respect to the young man. But
Yeah.
no, he should not have won that award.
Yeah. Not
I
to be
don't know. I don't know what the hell the voters are thinking on that
even
one.
TJ, bro. Yeah, I know TJ led the league in sacks, but I mean, if you put defensive player behind that, like somebody that really impacted the defense, and it was Max Crosby.
And
Not being biased. I
and
mean,
like you and I had talked about, it's funny. Around Thanksgiving, you would have said it was Deron Bland's award to lose. Like,
facts.
Deron Bland had that joint in the bag. He
That's
wasn't
a
even a
fact.
finalist.
Yeah.
It's the
Well,
NFL for you, man.
that's the NFL, man. I don't get it, man. Max Crosby was like, I mean, detrimental to our defense. He turned it up.
Literally, he was the only player until Kuntz and
Yeah. He
my
woke
man
Coops
Rob
up.
Spillane
Yeah, he
stepped up.
wrote Spillane up. He wrote Spillane up in that Jets game where Spillane got that game-winning interception.
Yep.
Woke him up, boy. He been good ever since.
But
Max
let's
Crosby.
be honest with each other, Oates.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
be honest with each other for a
Mhm.
minute here. When does the NFL ever give the Raiders credit for anything?
Oh man, hell no.
We don't even get credit from the NFL during Black History Month for being the first team to hire a black head coach in the modern era.
First black
When
president.
does the NFL ever give the Raiders credit for anything, man?
Mm-mm.
The ghost of Pete Rozelle is alive and well.
What you talking about? Pete
Let me
Rozelle is
stop.
out here smoking a cigarette. Oh, Pete Rozelle. Jesus. Yeah,
Lord.
it lives on, bro. It lives on. You're gonna agree with this one. CJ Stroud, rookie of the year. Offensive rookie of the year, I'm sorry. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
But you cannot convince me that if you was gonna get an MVP award to a quarterback, you cannot convince me. Drew to the game, I hope you listen to me and I hope you listen to me well. You cannot convince me that Lamar Jackson deserved the MVP award as a quarterback more than CJ Stroud. I will debate anyone on the planet on that.
I'm with you on
If
that.
you was
Mark.
gonna give MVP to any quarterback in the league, it should have been CJ freaking Stroud. But I
Yeah.
guess offensive rookie of the year is okay too.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. CJ Stroud, man, that dude deserved it. What a game against Cleveland. He came in, bro, and he came in and lit the world on fire. What 45? No, 40, 43?
He was
points.
literally the only team that he struggled against was unfortunately Baltimore. But it's funny how the only time Lamar Jackson like an MVP quarterback was when he was going up against a rookie quarterback. But I digress.
It's only just begun, baby. Only just begun. Tell you, Mark got a lot tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys will. Hey, no more Mr. Nice Guy. It's the dude that's going in tonight. Philly G said, I said CJ will win that too. Texans about to run the AFC South. I can see that. With the downfall of Tennessee, with the shakiness of Jacksonville, Colts with Richardson coming back. I think Richardson's going to come back strong. I can see Houston. I could definitely see Houston running that division for about another year or two until Anthony Richardson really started to pick up that momentum and they start building around him. I can definitely see that. We talked about this, Mark. Will Anderson Jr., defensive rookie of the year. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Definitely, he had the biggest impact on defense out of anybody in the league. I thought Christian Gonzalez would have challenged him for that award if he would have been healthy, but definitely far and away the best rookie was Will Anderson.
Yeah, definitely. And Walter Payton, man of the year. Cam Hayward.
Well deserved.
Well
Good
deserved.
Morning Football highlights him a lot.
Yeah.
Usually like every Wednesday he has a little segment on Good Morning Football and seeing the work that he's gotten to do in that community. be highlighted every week. He was definitely well deserving of that. So I ain't mad at that one at all.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it either. That was good. That was
And
good for these brothers.
shout out to Good Morning Football, the homies up in New York, for being the only sports talk show I can watch in the mornings that don't talk about the Dallas freaking Cowboys all
He
day.
ain't kidding, bro. God damn.
Come on, Mike
Same
Greenberg.
old, same. Oh, Greeny.
Like, bro,
Greeny's a Jet fan, though.
every morning I turn to get up, they always talking about freaking Dallas, man. I don't
Mhm.
get it. And this is long after they was out of the playoffs.
Right. And
Come on, bro.
he's a Jet fan. He's a Jet fan, bro. That's crazy. And here it is, Mark, the Pro Football Hall of Fame for the class of 2024. You have Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Julius Peppers, Patrick Willis, Randy Gradishaw, Steve McMichael. All well deserved. All well deserved.
Sure.
It's well overdue for McMichael. Are you kidding me?
This was a very special Hall of Fame class for me, host, because this is like one of the first times in my life where
You
like
grew
I
up
look
with
at
the
the Hall
guys.
of Fame class, right?
Yeah.
And I can say like I literally grew up watching these dudes play, you know, being in
Mhm.
North Carolina.
Mhm.
You know, you saw a lot of Julius Peppers with the
Mhm.
Panthers. Devin Hester, got to see him a lot throughout his career. Andre Johnson and Dwight Freeney. The only person I have two complaints about the Hall of Fame class, but it has nothing to do with the players who were inducted.
Mhm.
Number one, I say this each and every year, and I will say it every year until he gets in. Why in the hell are Jim Plunkett and Doug Williams not in the Hall of Fame? Doug
Baffles,
Williams was the first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
baffles
Jim
me.
Plunkett is a two-time Super Bowl champion and former Super Bowl MVP. And I'll say it right here on this show. I swear before Christ Jesus, my Lord and Savior, if Eli freaking Manning gets into the Hall of Fame before Jim Plunkett, there is something wrong with the Hall of Fame process. Because you cannot tell me Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Jim Plunkett was for us. But I'll leave it at that. And
Agreed.
also, I'm really, really surprised Antonio Gates didn't get in. And
Mm.
that really, really surprised me. I
He's not even on the
can't lie
ballot.
to you. I thought he was going to be a first ballot.
Yeah, he's not even on the ballot. Damn.
Nope, he didn't make it. He was a finalist, but he didn't make it.
Yeah. Said Mark, the Eagles and Vikings fans on Good Morning. Viking fans?
Well, Jamie Erdahl is from Minnesota, so he's a Vikings fan. I don't know who the Eagles fan is on the show though.
I never heard Jamie really reference the Vikings, but
When you watch that show, she talk about her Minnesota roots all the time.
oh, that's a fact. You know what? You're right. You're right. She do.
I don't know who
She
the
do.
Eagles fan is though. That's new to me.
Yeah. Eric Allen. Yeah. EA. Eh, EA was solid, but I wouldn't say Hall of Fame. Like to me personally, he was very solid cornerback. I don't know about Hall of Fame worthy though.
That's what I was saying to Philly G because they announced the people who are eligible next year, and
Yeah.
Philly G was like, "Well, they're gonna put Clay Matthews in there." I'm like, I
How?
personally wouldn't. I
What?
put Luke Kuechly in before him, but I wouldn't put Clay in there.
Oh yeah, definitely Luke.
Yeah,
Oh my
Luke changed the game while he was on the
God,
field.
yes he was, man. I mean, he was like the human battering ram. There's so many
He
damn
was quite
concussions.
literally the cerebral assassin. Like he
Yeah.
was the most knowledgeable linebacker I've ever seen in my life.
Since Urlacher, he was like a monster
Yeah,
of a linebacker. Wow. Out of this lineup though, of course, I grew up on Steve McMichael and the '85 Bears. Great defense, Jesus.
who's their defensive coordinator that year, host?
Well, good question.
Come on,
85.
man. The
Of the
greatest
Bears?
defensive coordinator of all time, and fellow Oklahoma State alum, Buddy Ryan, baby. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Come on now.
The 46. I'm tripping. My bad.
You want your defensive coordinator to come to Oklahoma State.
I feel you, bro. Hey, how did I miss that? Damn. Trivia. God dang.
Mark one, host 0.
I know, right? You the champ, bro. Marshawn, Marshawn, Luke, Eli, and Vinatieri. I can see Vinatieri.
I would put I want to put Marshawn in there, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I can't put Beast in there.
I would love to, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can't do it. Beast ain't really do nothing like that on the field, bro. Like he was more of a charismatic guy, with the Skittles and all that good stuff. But on the field though, like he wasn't like every year 1,000-yard rusher. He didn't score a lot of touchdowns. He was just known for being a beast.
But like Barry Sanders said, the records and accolades are cool, but your play on the field should speak for itself. And in
That's
his
very
case,
true.
the play on the field does speak for itself.
It does. Yeah, I can't say it for Beast. Again, charismatic, but Luke, Eli, definitely Eli. Eli did something that back then nobody couldn't do. Beat Tom Brady on the grandest stage. He beat him twice. Sure did. And he took the Giants, who was dead in the water in 07. I mean, dead in the water, bro. They was 9-7. The second team to ever win the wild card to go on and win a Super Bowl. You know who the first was.
But you beat me to my point. You was calling for it Saturday. I got to slam it on the table now.
Hit it, brother.
I disagree with the host.
How
in the blue hell are you going to put Eli Manning in the Hall of Fame before Jim Plunkett and before Doug freaking Williams?
Yeah,
Warren Moon got in the Hall of Fame with no Super Bowl rings. Those two have rings.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Plunkett did it on the wild card. We were the first team to do it.
Right.
Plunkett was a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
And he won the MVP.
This dude came from the New England Patriots. He was the second string.
He went from New England to San Francisco to us. Walked out with 2 rings and a Super Bowl MVP.
Who
but
went
he ain't
down
in the
that
Hall
year?
of Fame.
Who was our quarterback that year that went down?
I couldn't tell you.
Jesus.
The first one was 80, so that was 17 years before I came into the world.
Damn, I can't remember who it was that went down.
But I got you though.
It wasn't Lamar. That was way back. Was it Wilson?
Your favorite system is on the case. I got you. Go on.
Gotcha. Rick, Jay, hell no, I said Jay Schrader. Jay Schrader was in the 90s.
It was Dan Pastorini.
God almighty, man, was my rate of history. But yeah, Pastorini. When Pastorini went down, here comes a guy from the New England Patriots. Plunkett. But man, he was throwing bombs to Cliff Branch. Him and Cliff Branch had they was the perfect duo, bro.
And you seen how long it took them to put
even Cliff Branch ain't even in that
Branch,
shit.
And it took them, bro. Again, the theme of the night, it's always against the Raiders. It took Cliff Branch years to get in. It took Tom Flores years to get in.
Gene Upshaw. Took
and Gene is the greatest offensive guard in the history of football. He's the reason why I played guard when I played football.
Highway 66 is what they call him. Yes, sir. Took him forever to get in there. I'm like, damn, one of the best defenses ever. Like, I said one of them, not the best. Definitely be in, but I think because he was a Raider, it's not happening no time soon. No, it's Pete Rozelle. It lives on, brother. Pete Rozelle, man. He did that.
It's crazy. Just about every other player, with the exception of Desmond Howard, I believe, that him and Jim Plunkett and Desmond Howard are the only two I can think of off the top of my head who won a Heisman Trophy in college, a Super Bowl MVP, and a Super Bowl championship, and aren't in the Hall of Fame.
Very true. Desmond Howard was something special, man.
Do y'all notice the theme yet tonight, ladies and gentlemen? It's something against the Raiders.
Yeah. It's politics. It's politics, Mark. It's politics. This is what it is. Hey, just a little bit. We still got that motto of America's. What? No, we was the convicts. That's what they called us in the '70s, the convicts. So we still got a little bit of that. Right now, the team everybody hates is the Cowboys. So everybody hates the Cowboys, and right up under them now is the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Raiders, people hated the Raiders because of what we did on the field. But we're not talking about Raiders, Nate.
Ha 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 ha. Who ain't?
Philly D said Carmichael is in, but he was a trailblazer for wide receiver position like Doug Williams, who isn't in. Just seems biased as a bit for real. I can admit it. I can admit that. It is very biased and it's very political. That's the world, man. That's the world in all Hall of Fames and any kind of fan voting, staff voting. It's all politics, man.
It really should, especially in the case of Doug. There should be no politics involved.
I agree.
He quite literally changed the game.
Oh yeah,
you are
absolutely.
hard pressed to find any other player in the history of professional football who single-handedly had a bigger impact on the game than him. And it is a straight-up travesty that he is not in the Hall of Fame.
I agree with you. That is a travesty. I mean, the guy should be. He should have been there like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, but I'm really glad to see Andre Johnson, somebody that was really, really low key and off the radar as far as wide receivers.
Except when he was going up against Tennessee.
Cortland Finnegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that dude was phenomenal physique, big guy. I think he really revolutionized the big wide receivers, him and Megatron. It's good to see Dre. It's good to see him there. Houston Texans first draft. It's good to see him. It's good to see Dwight Freeney. Oh my God. Tomorrow, years and years of being a leader. Him and Robert Mathis on that Colts defense. Oh my God.
Talk about it.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, that dude, man. Dwight Freeney? Man, straight leader. Yeah. Oh yeah. Him and Robert Mathis, man. Hester, of course, electric with the ball. Cannot kick to this guy. He's gone. Julius Peppers, like you said, was being in the Carolinas, and Julius Peppers was household name. Patrick Willis, tough hombre.
Consistency with him.
The 49ers had that guy right now. If they had him, that Patrick Willis in the Super Bowl, totally different outcome. Totally different. Because he was sideline to sideline, bro. For a linebacker. He was sideline to sideline. Now, I know some Pat Will. Philly G said Andre was that dude, bro. I loved him, and Friedman was savage on that line. Oh, yes, he was. He was cunning. He was great, man. He was smart. With that under. Swim move, get up under you. Get up under you like that. And with Robert Mathis, man, 1-2 combination. So it's good to see these guys, man. Like I said, in the Hall of Fame. We got more awards here. Assistant Coach of the Year, Jim Schwartz. Of course, Cleveland Browns. He was defensive coordinator, coach, and assistant coach of the year, Jim Schwartz. These other little bitty awards. The Bud Light Easy to Celebrate Moment of the Year was Tommy DeVito. TJ Watt, the Deacon Jones Sack Leader Award. Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award, Bobby Wagner. Alan Page Community Award, Calais Campbell. Jim Brown Award, Christian McCaffrey. Angry Run of the Year, Najee Harris.
No, that award was well deserved.
Yeah,
Najee stays in the constant nominations for angry runs every freaking week, man.
I'm a big Najee fan, bro. Those who know me, boy. Najee's my dude. Love me some Najee. Yeah, man. Najee's my dude, boy. Hey, dude's got him one, boy. Dude's got him one.
Yeah, he got one at number 30. We're here 22. It's all about 30.
Roll. Well, that was the awards for the 2023 season. I mean, some agree, some don't. They're a little bit bland. Lamar Jackson took home the MVP for the second time. A lot of me personally, I would Christian McCaffrey, but it is what it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event here. As me and Mr. Episode, who's about to evolve right now into Kane. Okay.
Remember that one night on Raw when he just kept coming out during matches and choke slamming people?
And I know, right? It just like damn, like the lights come off, he in the ring. Tombstone, bam. Choke slam, bam. Like he was just getting everybody. But here comes Kane, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy.
Super Bowl 58, ladies and gentlemen. Super Bowl 58 review. The Super Bowl, of course, Super Bowl 58. It was in our stadium, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. And it happened this Sunday night. And for the third time in their franchise, the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions for the fourth. Oh, you want what? NFL championship.
No, they won 3 with Mahomes. Remember they won one back in the day
with Dawson?
Yeah, they beat the Vikings. Shout out Q Dog.
That was Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 4.
That was Super Bowl 4, 1970.
4 times. Okay, 4-time champ. Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs has done it. They have done it. And I'm gonna put it like this, man. The NFL got what they want. The NFL got what they want. Yeah, they did. The NFL got exactly what they wanted. They got the Kansas City Chiefs. They did the thing. I before I turn it over to Mark, I got a hell of a notes in because I'm watching that game. I really didn't want to watch it because, like I said, I know the outcome. And you know, I gotta give it to the Chiefs, man. Me and Mark just talked about this. The Chiefs played a really solid game.
Before I say anything negative, I do want to give them credit for that. There were no controversial calls from the ref.
It wasn't.
There was no flooding of Taylor Swift on my TV screen. Just competitive football played by both teams, and the team with a good barbecue made the plays that they needed to make. So I want to give them credit for that.
I gotta give it to, like I said, I was watching, of course, man. I thought they was just gonna screw Kyle Juszczyk on that catch. I was like, bro, are you kidding me? Why are we showing me? That was a catch all day long. Like I said, oh Lord, please don't start this. Please don't start. Y'all been doing good the whole game. Don't start this. That dude caught that ball, and they know they caught the ball. He caught the ball, and then Tony Romo talking about, he was fumbling now. Like Tony Romo, look, just put you on a red jersey. Because you are clearly with these Chiefs. You are clearly with
reached Chris Collinsworth level yet?
He is getting there. Tony Romo he's very annoying. He is very biased to me. But again, man, Chiefs play good. It's tough to say, but you gotta be a grown man sometimes. They are the Super Bowl champions. But I tell you this, and I said this last Tuesday. Deuce is the recorder. So Deuce, you watching this, put it down. They are the champions. Right? They are the champions. The NFL has got them in there next year. And Super Bowl will be in New Orleans in the Superdome. So they already got Kansas City there. But I tell you what, it's going to be a hard fight to get there this time because they got to go through us. And the Raiders is coming.
I got something for you on that, host.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm declaring it. I said it. We're gonna beat them on Christmas Day in Arrowhead. I said it. I said it all year long, and we did it. And we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. But this time, I want to beat them on our field. You know why? Because when they won the Super Bowl, they disrespected us by putting a flag in our ground. That's something that you just don't do. When you want your championship, okay? You want your championship. Kudos. Well, get your championship. Get the hell out. Okay? Get your championship and go. Don't put your flag in the middle of our field. That's something that you don't do. You're lucky Max Crosby ain't out there. You're just lucky. You're lucky. But again, shout out to the Chiefs. Hey, they won. They won fair and square. They played a good game. They great decisions. Uh, shout out to Andy Reid, great play caller. I gotta give it to him. So, um, I said it was a pretty good game, pretty competitive game. So I'm gonna before I go to Mark. Oh my God, I know Philly G, AFC West champions. Man. That that AFC championship, that AFC West championship will be coming back to Vegas soon, very soon, very soon, brother. Very, y'all ain't hearing me. Very soon, the AFC West division title will be coming back very soon for the 16th time. Yeah, it will be. Just wait. Don't believe me? Just watch. But anyway, man, I'm gonna give credit where credit due, man. Chiefs play good. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. Congratulations to them for Super Bowl. They can roll with it. Pat Mahomes, he did what he did. He did what he did. He played phenomenal. So, gonna turn this over to Mr. Episode, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to butter up your popcorn. I want you to go get your nice cold beverage. To sit back and relax and enjoy Mr. Yama.
Uh, I thank the good Lord that I was too young to really comprehend or understand what happened in February of 2003. I ain't gonna say what happened, but host knows. It's a very dark day in Raider history. But thankfully, I was too
Very
young to
dark.
really feel the gravity of that situation.
I was sick for 2 weeks.
I
Sick.
can only I can only imagine how painful that was. But this Super Bowl is my version of that.
Mm.
Um, I'm the biggest football addict on the planet, as most of you guys know. On a given weekend during football season, between Saturday and Monday, I watch about 50 hours of football or football related content. Like I'm very serious about this. I wanted nothing to do with pregame coverage. I really didn't want to watch the Super Bowl this year. I literally avoided ESPN and all the sporting outlets yesterday and today because I didn't want to hear the recap of this game. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, I've been friends with the host since 2020. That's 4 football seasons now. He and I have been friends. Host, in the 4 years of football that we've been friends, I've had to sit through Henry Ruggs. I've had to sit through Damon Arnett. I've had to sit through John Gruden. Had to sit through a year and a quarter of Josh McDumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Had to watch the Raiders cut Derek freaking Carr.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have the unfortunate privilege of watching our arch enemy go into our home stadium in our home locker room using our home practice facilities and win a Super Bowl freaking championship on our field. And then the cherry on top of all that, one of the players plants a Chiefs flag in the middle of our field. Football gods, what have I done to forsake you? Are the Raider fans having to go through all this? And this is just in 4 years. 4 years, all the crap that we done been through that I just had to name for y'all, I've had to deal with. So to be honest with you right now, as I sit here today, I'm really trying to figure out what have I done? What is the cause of all this torment for Raider Nation? And I'm low-key thinking it might be my friendship with the host. Ever since I've been friends with the host, ever since I came on this podcast, I've been going through football hell year after year with the Raiders. Maybe it's time for me to skedaddle and get on out of here. I'm just joking. I ain't going nowhere, but still, this has been like seriously the most trying time of my football life these last 4 years. I've had to watch the Chiefs dynasty rise, my Raiders go through absolute hell, both on and off the field. And it's like I cannot escape. I cannot find solace. Kyle Shanahan, I feel like you're the Dallas Cowboys of the Super Bowl. You look good all season. You get to the big game and you wet the bed. Between your players not knowing the overtime rules of the postseason,
Mm,
to
mm,
your offensive line leaving Chris freaking Jones unblocked on a key pivotal
mm,
third down play in overtime.
mm,
Host, if you're offensive coordinator, you gonna leave Lawrence Taylor unblocked? You're not gonna
mm,
put anybody on Reggie White or freaking J.J. Watt or William the
mm,
Refrigerator Perry? You gonna leave
mm.
them unblocked on a key pivotal third down?
No way.
No, that's stupid. Brandon Ayuk was booty butt naked open in the end zone for
I
the go
called it.
ahead touchdown, and Purdy missed him. But where have we seen that before in the playoffs this year, host? A team has a chance to knock off Patrick Mahomes, wide open receiver in the end zone, and the quarterback missed him. I guess
Buffalo.
the 49ers got the same script that Buffalo did.
Yeah,
I
Buffalo.
get all of that off of my chest to say this. I respect Kansas City. I will give them the credit that they are due. They didn't have the refs on the payroll this game. My TV screen wasn't flooded with Taylor Swift. They played a great game of football. They rose to the occasion and did what they always seem to do, and that's pull victory from the jaws of defeat. I will give them credit and I will give them respect for that. Going forward, and I want this to be clear, I echo the sentiments of my Raider brother, the host. Let me take you on a history lesson real quick. I am the longest reigning NFL trivia champion on the Real to Sports podcast for a reason. Back in the day, our arch nemesis, believe it or not, we had an enemy that was more of a pain in our arse than the Chiefs.
Mm,
And that was those damn Pittsburgh Steelers. That's why I
mm,
hate them so much to this day. Back in the
mm.
day, our arch nemesis had a chance, not once but twice, to three-peat, win 3 Super Bowls in a row. And you know what stopped them both times, host? You know what team got in the way both times? It was the freaking Raiders. We stopped them from three-peat in Super Bowl 11 when we beat the crap out of the Vikings to win our first title. We stopped them again during 1980 when Jim Plunkett, who should be in the Hall of Fame, took us all the way to the Super Bowl where we spanked them stinking Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, I said it, Brody G. Forget the Eagles.
Dick Vermeil.
Every time our nemesis had a chance to three-peat, history has shown us, NFL bias aside, Pete Rozelle aside, it's a sign that it's time for the Raiders to step up and prevent Armageddon from happening for Raider Nation. Antonio Pierce is the right man for the job. We're going to get us a quarterback in that building. We're going to re-sign Josh Jacobs. He's going to get back to form. Devontae is going to be unlocked. Crosby's going to come back with a vengeance because Max Crosby was at that Super Bowl. He watched that last play when the Chiefs scored that touchdown and won the game. And if you saw the video of him, Max Crosby was pissed the hell off. Max Crosby's going to come back with a vengeance. Malcolm Kuntz is going to come back with a vengeance. Robert Spillane's going to come back with a vengeance. We are going to be a problem for any team that is on our schedule in 2024. And I'm guaranteeing it, bro. We will be the reason why that team with the good barbecue does not three-peat as a champion.
Oh yeah.
NFL, put your hopes on the backs of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh
We
yeah.
will come through and save the day.
Oh yeah.
You can count on us more than you can count on them bums in Philadelphia. They're just going to show up, lose their
Speaking
cojones
of that,
right on the
Mark,
field.
look.
Okay.
I
Boy,
told you.
I cannot wait for 2025 when we go to Lincoln Financial Field. Boy, I can't wait. Oh, boy, I can't wait for that game. But unlike the Eagles, you see, my team is going to come through with promise. We're actually going to get the job done. We're going to be competitive. We're going to fight each and every week. We're going to hit you in the mouth. We're going to stand over you when you're knocked out on the ground. And we're going to raise our hands up high because we are victorious. I'm telling y'all right here, right now, the Raiders are on their way back to prominence, and it starts right now. Thank you, Kansas City. Thank you, Andy Reid. Thank you, National Football League, for lighting the biggest fire under Raider Nation the NFL has seen in a very, very long time. Hell is going to be paid next year, and the Raiders are coming through to collect. I promise you that, boy. I am fired the hell up. I wish the new season could start tomorrow because I really want to, man. Oh, host, I'm so ready. And the best part about it, some of those bums like Lamar Jackson who couldn't get the job done against the Chiefs this year, and allowed this travesty to happen with them planting their flag in the middle of our field, he's on the list next year. There's a lot of teams that failed to get the job done that we get to get payback on next year, and I can't wait. In 2025, and I'll say this right here and right now, because Philly G's in the live chat, I guarantee we're going to kick the Philadelphia Eagles' ass in Philadelphia worse than the 49ers did this year. But I digress, host.
I told you he had to get it off his chest. Sometimes you just got to break the leash and let him go. You got to let him go. Now, I agree with what he's saying, man. I think, and again, we're not making this a Raider thing, but, you know.
Oh, it's a Raiders thing for me.
The Chiefs is the Chiefs is our arch enemy, and you know, to see them win the Super Bowl on our field was just detrimental to the Raider Nation, and like Mark said, it really put some fire up under us, and especially our coach Antonio Pierce and our best defensive player Max Crosby. Last time y'all played us, and we beat y'all and went on to win the Super Bowl against the.
Have the Philadelphia Eagles ever defeated Las Vegas Raiders?
No,
they have not.
We played them. Last time we played them.
That was the most disappointing football season of all time. That was 2017.
So when Nick Foles told them 7?
No, that was the pre-Derek Carr era.
No, Derek. We beat them right. No,
2017. 2017 was when what's his name was the offensive coordinator, Todd Downing. That was the Marshawn Lynch year. Yeah.
I like Todd.
That was the Marshawn Lynch year where Jack Del Rio got fired.
Yeah, we beat them. We put up 38 on them.
They beat us bad. That was like around Christmas. We got beat pretty bad.
You gotta go back and look that up, bro. No, we beat them recently.
Yeah, we beat them in Las Vegas, and that was more recently. That was 2021.
Okay.
In 2021, we beat them, but in 2017, what Philly G is talking about, we went on the road to Philadelphia, and unfortunately, we lost that game.
Okay. So let me go on to the Super Bowl real quick, and like I said, I give the Chiefs their props. They played a good game, but let me tell you something. I'm really disappointed in the San Francisco 49ers. I'm really disappointed in them. They was playing a great game into that second half. And then I think what happened, and I don't know if it's conspiracy or anything, man, but, you know, a lot of stuff happened. Dre Greenlaw went down. That was just big.
That was a freak injury right there.
Oh, my God, man. When that dude went down, the defense went down, okay? A lot of mistakes happened. Ray McCloud, I don't know why. Ray McCloud, I don't understand why Ray McCloud just did not jump on the ball. I mean, come on, Brad. This is the Super Bowl, and you just let it. Got you. Okay, I got you. December. Okay. But I don't understand why Ray McCloud, bruh, fall on it. You don't pick it up. You got 3 defenders around you. They about to kill you as soon as you touch that ball. And he tries to grab it. Tries to grab it. And it's set up. Then who was it? Was it Scantling that scored a touchdown?
MVS showed up.
MVS scored a touchdown right after that. It put Kansas City. I mean, that's why I say Kansas City played a good game, because what they did, they capitalized on every San Fran mistake.
And when San Fran got turnovers, they just couldn't capitalize.
They couldn't. They couldn't come back on it. Now, granted, Brock Purdy played a good game. He played a great game. He didn't throw any INTs. He was good in the pocket. They did a good job protecting him. Except on the third down. That's true. But and I could tell it was kind of going to the offensive line was a little shaky, because here it is, the first drive of the game, Trent Williams, out of all people, get back-to-back calls. I said, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, this is not setting you have to set the tone early on the Chiefs, which they was doing.
McCaffrey was getting off.
Oh my God. Christian McCaffrey is the MVP of the 49ers in that game. Christian McCaffrey did his thing. He ran the ball like a madman. He was hitting his cuts. He was hitting his blocks. Christian McCaffrey had a hell of a game. Jawan Jennings, great game.
Stepped up.
Great game, bro. Great game. At Kansas, San Fran was clicking on all cylinders. Then all of a sudden, overtime, the Greenlaw went down, and then the Ray McLeod, and then here come the mistakes. Those mistakes mentally jacked them up. Now here's the last one, Mark. Steve Wilkes pissed off at him. Terrible. He called a great game, quarters 1, 2, and 3. And you get to the fourth, and I'm like, bro. And I know Dre Greenlaw, which is one of your best defensive players. I know he went out. I know it. But this is the time when you grab the guy by the face, man, and say, listen, you coming in for Greenlaw, we need you. You need to put it all on the line right now. I'm going to set up some schemes to get you involved more. But Wilkes was so bad, Mark, that Kyle Shanahan called it. They had 3 timeouts. Kyle Shanahan called timeout because he was like, what is this? What happened was Steve Wilkes was putting these guys in a cover 5. Anybody that knows Kansas City, like me and you do not put the Chiefs in a zone. You don't play against the zone. If you're going to play the Chiefs, you're going to play them man-to-man. They don't have Tyreek Hill no more. That's when you go zone because he's fast as hell. That way you can catch up. But you play man-to-man. Well, I'm sitting here, I'm taking notes. I said, press coverage. I mean, come on, bro. Palm coverage. Palm coverage is when you play the flats. Why you don't play palm coverage? You got to play the flats. Nick Bosa, great game. You know why? Because Nick Bosa, he was coming in, but he wasn't going under. He stayed, and he waited on Mahomes, and he went on the outside because he knew Mahomes runs on the outside. Mahomes don't run through the middle. He goes on the outside. Josh Allen the only one that runs through the middle. Mahomes runs on the outside. Nick Bosa stayed home every single time. He was smart.
And shout out to Chase Young also. Because Chase Young made some plays and stepped up when I
Armstead did
critical
too.
of him.
Armstead, he put a 2 good hits on Mahomes. Like I said, they was really the San Fran defense was really putting pressure on Mahomes. They had him rattled. Mahomes looked a little bit rattled. They couldn't really get nothing going. But I'm like, bro, at the end, the cover 5, I'm like, why is he doing that? Even Tony Romo was circling the guys. I'm like, why is he playing cover 5 for? Like, come on, Wilkes. You do not play Kansas City. You don't let Pat Mahomes see the field, Mark. You know that. You do not let that man see the field. And then you zero blitz. You don't on third down. On third down. In the whole game, Pat Mahomes dink and dunk. He was just dink and dunk. He didn't throw downfield. He was just dink and dunk. And go ahead.
Who do you put more of the blame for this loss on, Steve Wilkes or Kyle Shanahan?
Both.
Because I personally put it on Kyle. His team was underprepared for this game.
Kyle, because like I said, 1 through 3, he had Brock Purdy looking good. He had great calls. The situation with him, situational football messed him up. But Wilkes really, man, he took the cake, bro. He didn't play it good. Okay, that game winning pass to Harmon, right? That was what was it? What Mahomes called it? Corn dog, which is Jesus, what that play is. Corn dog is like a it's like a reverse motion. So where you're going straight to the whole team is going straight to the corner, and them linebackers, they ain't fast enough to beat them over there. I mean, it's pretty much a gone, but they reversed it. Andy Reid, he put a twist on it. Instead of going one way, they went the other because they already used that play in the game.
Yeah.
Boom. Hartman wide open. I'm like, oh my God. If I would have played, me personally, and Deuce know this, I would have played a cover 0. Easy, man. They right there on the goal line. You play cover 0. That means every man, then you got your linebackers coming in on the edge. Every man plays a man. You cannot give Pat Mahomes. You cannot give Pat Mahomes time. You cannot give Pat Mahomes. They should have scored a touchdown, to be honest with you, Mark.
And that's why I put some of the blame on Shanahan. Like, I think it was Juszczyk and Eric Armstead came out after the game, said they didn't know the new postseason overtime rules.
That's Kyle Shanahan's fault.
Right, and that's why I put the blame on him, because the way I'm thinking about it, that second down when they were in the red zone, should have been a pass play instead of a run, and then or third down, you had IU wide open, but somehow, some way, somebody on the offensive line forgets to block 95, which again,
Yeah,
I don't know how that happens.
yeah.
But if anything, I would have gone for it on fourth down, me personally.
Hell yeah. You go.
He said he was playing to get the ball third. Like, what?
You don't give Pat Mahomes, make him work. You have to make the guy work. If you're down 3 and you got all this time and he's downfield, you're damn right he's gonna come back.
And two,
And then you
Jose,
play cover 5 and you play cover 5 and you allow him to run right through the middle. Why? Because your safeties and your corners is down the field. They down the field, Mark. So guess what Mahomes do? He see it and he go right through the middle.
if anything, when the game went to overtime and I wanted to toss, I would have deferred,
Mm-hmm.
just because I want to put all. It's similar to what they do in overtime in college.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put all the pressure on the opposing team to like show them, all right, what do we need to do to win this game? Make them go down the field. If they score a touchdown, then you know what you got to do to match them. If they kick a field goal, you know a touchdown is going to win it. You're guaranteed at least one possession in overtime, thanks to what happened a couple of years ago with Josh Allen and the Bills. So again, if the coaches and owners are at the competition committee meetings when these rules are voted on, how did Shanahan not freaking know the new rule? I don't get it. And again, every time I've seen him in the Super Bowl, whether it's as an OC or a coach, that situational awareness and that situational football part of the game escapes him. And that's a huge problem. That's really the difference between winning and losing any ball game, but especially the Super Bowl. And like you said, Host, it was a lot of mental mistakes on San Fran's part.
Yeah.
They were getting turnovers all like crazy during the first half. And just
the Ray McCloud really pissed me off because I'm telling you, dude, I don't. It's set up for a touchdown. It set them up. God damn it! The defense they worked their ass off to stop Mahomes, and then here you go with a fumble. First of all, you pointed it out because he hit one of the players on the leg, right?
Yeah,
so
hit
why
him in
would
the
you
back of the
point
ankle.
to it? That means when you point to it, guess what? Kansas City see it.
Yeah, you're giving it away to everybody else. And even in doubt, that you're told in special teams football, unless you hear the word like Pete, like the common word is Peter. Unless you hear Peter, which means like get away from the ball.
Yeah.
Anything happens to it, you pounce on it. Just protect yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you see what happens. You fall on the ball. You might not have the best field position, but you still keep the ball. You know what I mean? It's mental errors that you have to clean up. And to keep it real with you and to keep just being all the way honest with you, host.
Yes, sir.
Just like how we were kind of saying with Buffalo this year and with other teams in the past, that window looking mad small right now as far as like San Francisco trying to redeem themselves, because you got a lot of players on this team who are getting up there in age, who are about to become free agents. Like, and again, for whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan sucks at situational football in big games. I don't know why, but good luck to John Lynch trying to figure out what to do with them. But and then on the other side with the team to get barbecue, the scary part is, man, outside of Kelsey, a lot of their team is really young, so they're gonna have another chance to run it back and to get better and improve. So it's gonna be a challenge for teams like us to try to step up to the plate and stop them. But man,
I got to give it to Andy Reid. Andy Reid he's a situational coach. He's a great play caller. He's unorthodox as hell. Like, he was calling plays. Holy smoke! I mean, I ain't never seen before. He was there, man. I mean, he was calling them. Let me ask you real quick about the Travis Kelce when he bumped him.
When he bumped him on the sideline.
Yeah, inappropriate.
I ain't trying to bring what into it. It's gonna make people mad. Real talk. That would have been any other player, any other color. Homeboy
Yeah.
would have been either benched or cut from the team.
Terrell Owens. That's the number
That
one
would have
guy.
been T.O. T.O. He would have been on the bench the rest of the game. Belichick benched Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl against the Eagles for a reason we still don't know to this day.
We ain't lying.
So again, if it was you or me, like AJ Brown from the Eagles said, that would have been him. He would have kicked off the team. You know what I mean?
I think it was. I think you know what? I think the reason why people are not talking about it because they won the game.
Yeah.
But also they're not talking about it because who's in the skybox.
I can't even be mad at her. They barely showed her this time.
Oh shit! They showed it when they showed when he caught the. All right, so he was quiet the whole game, right? But now he gets a first down.
That might have been why they barely showed him.
Yeah, he gets it exactly because San Fran was shutting him down. They were double coveraging him. Dre Greenlaw, I'm telling you, Dre Greenlaw was the X factor, but apparently he tore his Achilles. So now Travis Kelce is getting catches. Okay, first down, 1 yard, first down. Taylor, he ran. It was one. He almost scored. Taylor. And now they're starting to show her. But why didn't they show her when he went off on Andy Reid? You see they had the camera on him for a second when he went off on Reid, but they didn't say anything about it. You know why? Because it's going to ruin the love story between them two.
When
it's not good to see Travis Kelce going off on his coach like that, not with his girlfriend in the skybox. It won't look good, Mark. It wouldn't look good.
Coach, to take it a step further than that, I still stand on what I said. When players of a certain color do it, it's passion for the game. They're passionate about the game of football. They're competitors. They're intense. When Tom Brady was cussing out Bill O'Brien, it was fine. It wasn't no problem. But when T.O. was disagreeing with Donovan McNabb, it's an issue. He's a locker room cancer. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Or I just feel like in my heart of hearts he got away with that and people aren't talking about it again because of color. If that would have been any black player, if that would have been any black player, it would have been over for it.
True. Now let's take color out of this and the reason why this was on national TV. Like the camera, bam! It looked like they did it on accident. Like, oh shit, we forgot. Oh. You know,
Bill O'Brien and Tom Brady was on national TV too.
See what I'm saying? You when you do it like that now though, like I said, Tony Romo and Jim Nantz, they ain't say nothing else about it. They ain't say nothing else about it, bro. They ain't say nothing about it. Why though? Because it don't fit the narrative. Because look who's in the skybox. It got to be a love story. Kansas City has to win this game in order to make this thing look special for the biggest pop star in the world, quote unquote. It's a story that the NFL is feeding off of. I'm not saying that the NFL gave them this game. No, Kansas City, I get you. They earned this game. They fell upon this game by San Francisco with their stumbling blocks. So what Kansas City did, they just picked it up. Okay, because San Fran had a chance to go 17-3, and they could have probably closed the goddamn game out on 17-3, but they didn't. Here comes Ray McLeod. And they score. Now all of a sudden, Kansas City got the lead. See what I'm saying? Steve Wilkes, all of a sudden, Dre Greenlaw goes down. That Kansas City ain't had nothing to do with that. Greenlaw goes down. Guess what Kansas City do? They jumped on it. Now it's Kelce time. Because Greenlaw was shutting them down. Now it's Kelce time. All right? Now Steve Wilkes, he calling cover 5 because he's ready to play. He's not going to get beat by the deep ball because that's why he's playing cover 5. Oh, no. If Pat Mahomes beat us, he's going to beat us on his feet. He's not going to throw no deep ball. Who's a threat? Rasheed Rice? Valdez Scantling? They're not threats. So why are you in a cover 5? I don't understand it. So guess what Pat Mahomes do? He see that mistake right up the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's what, first and goal or whatever. 9 seconds left. I don't know how it was 9 seconds. Then it went to 10 seconds. I don't know how.
They kept adding time back to the clock.
Yeah, they kept adding time to the clock. I'm like, damn, why they keep getting Kansas City time? I'm like, wait a minute. Huh? Oh, is the fix here now? But whatever. It's still on San Fran. It's still on San Fran, and that right there, I think I took note. What my nose at? On that corn dog play, which is it's called a reverse motion. On that play, cover zero. You cover zero. You make sure every man is covered. And guess what Nicole Hartman did? Whoop, right on through. Uncovered.
Yeah.
Steve Wilkes called a bad game. He just called a bad game, man. He's called a bad game. I'm really disappointed in San Fran, and it's like they lost their fight. It's like things was happening to them. It's kind of like my basketball team. We lost. It's like we lost Saturday against the number one team, and they only beat us by 10, but we was beating them. You know what happened? That our mistakes got mentally to my kids, and the other team ran away with it. They was pressuring my team. They was doubling my team. My team was missing jump shots. Mentally, they was jacked up. And guess what? Guess what they did? They was getting rebounded, getting down scoring. You can't let mental pressure, man. When we make mistakes, you can't get beat down by no mistakes. You can't let the mistakes beat you down. It's gonna cost you the game. And that's what happened, man. San Fran could have won this game.
Yeah.
They could have, bro. They could have. And I was actually thinking, like, oh damn, San Fran for no beat the Chiefs. You know, this is going to be monumental. They're going to get their 6th Super Bowl. Damn, you know this is going to be huge, but stumbling blocks, man. And it starts from the leadership on down. It starts from Kyle Shanahan and it starts from Steve Wilkes. Terrible play calling. And I ain't gonna say they let me down because I'm not a San Fran.
They let me down.
Yeah, and let a lot of people down, man. Because a lot of people wanted Kansas City to lose. I did, of course. It's Kansas City. I'm a Raiders fan. Why would I want them to win? I mean, it is what it is. But I gotta give them credit, brother. They was getting beat, and somehow the Red Sea was parted, and they grabbed those mistakes, and boom. Now we got Super Bowl champs back to back. But no, before I close this thing out, Mark, one thing I don't like is how, and this is before the game was even off. If you remember the graphics, first of all, how you like the halftime show?
It was phenomenal.
Yeah,
that was actually the best part about the game, to be honestly.
Yeah.
Usher definitely did that.
Yeah, Usher did his thing. Yeah, Usher did his thing, man. This ain't no oldie jams out there. It was good, man. But if you pay attention, I think it was definitely fourth quarter, and it was overtime, and they played a little thing with Tom Brady, little character with Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes, and they was running, and they were talking about how Pat Mahomes can he catch Tom Brady for Super Bowls. Did you see that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, I think it was said afterwards that Pat Mahomes they already talking about him three-peating, like winning 3 in a row. I'm like,
yeah, they were hyping that up.
All right,
towards the end of the game, like before the game was over, they were hyping up the possibility of them three-peating because they were, rightfully so, highlighting the fact that it's never been done in the history of pro football. So
yeah, but it's like they was putting him there already.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big major problem if Kansas City goes next year. And especially if it's a lot of scrutiny around it. It's gonna be, and if they continue to show Taylor Swift next year in each and every game, it's gonna be a major problem.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be a major problem. And people already don't like it now, but it's really gonna be major if they continue to show her. I don't get why she's there. I mean, I get that she's quote unquote the biggest pop star in the world, accordingly. But I mean, there's no reason for her. They always put camera. That's why I think the NFL really showed their hand on as far as the treatment for Kansas City, because why you continue to put the camera on her? Now, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. I mean, if Taylor Swift, somebody said if Taylor Swift wasn't there, Kansas City would win the Super Bowl.
It's a possibility. But
It's a possibility.
Then again, I'm not taking anything away from them, but even if Taylor wasn't involved, looking at the playoffs and who they faced, they beat a banged up Dolphins team.
Yeah.
They beat the Bills, who they always had their number in the postseason.
But they all give up.
And they beat on one of the biggest postseason choke artists of the modern era in the Baltimore Ravens. So
yeah. They just give up, man. Teams give up. Kansas City, I don't know how, but they just give up. And I don't know if it's the narrative. I don't know if it's I just don't understand why people give up. And again, not to be biased, but one thing about the Raiders, man, when we played them in Arrowhead, they never had the lead. Never.
No.
Because we played all the way from 0-0. And that's how you have to play a team like Kansas City. You have to play them from 0-0. And again, I'm not being biased and I'm not being bragging or anything like that, but we had the blueprint on beating Kansas City. That's how you beat
y'all the
them.
Blueprint.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody follow it.
Ain't nobody follow it, man. You cannot go in there and lay down on Pat Mahomes. You cannot. You have to constantly get at this guy all the time, just like the 49ers did Sunday. They was at that guy to the brink of them almost winning the Super Bowl. Almost. You shut him down. You shut everything else down. And they was on the brink of doing that. But mistakes, man. Mistakes. That's right. Mistakes. It is what it is. Mark, got anything before we close it out?
No, just congrats to them. Congrats to CBS for a great Super Bowl. It really was entertaining from start to finish. So on to next year, man. Big Easy. I don't know, man. Again, there was a once upon a time the Super Bowl was held in New Orleans. The Raiders' arch nemesis was coming off of back-to-back Super Bowls. The Raiders cut them off and prevented them from three-peating and went on to win a championship in New Orleans. So history could repeat itself again.
Yeah. I'm with Mark, man. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Hey, much as I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Because guess what? One day they fans gonna have to congratulate us.
Yeah.
Bet that. So it is what it is, man. So that is all for the 2023 NFL season. Crazy season. Officiating on the officiating half. Oh my God. And I really hope in the off season that the NFL gets better on the officiating. I know officials are human beings just like me and you, but they really, really, really have to get better, because us fans can do a better officiating than these referees. It's standing right there live in front of these guys, and they don't make these calls. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So hopefully, and not just for the Raiders, I'm talking about for all 31 other teams as well. Hope they get better with that. So the 2023 NFL season is gone. It is in the wind. Getting ready for some UFL football March 30th, man. We got Mr. Episode. He's going to cover that. I'm telling you, any information you need on UFL, man, that is the man right there to talk to. He's going to be covering that. He's going to be on the show, giving us the news, the scores. He's going to bring it all, man. And I'm definitely going to be a fan of that, because I like UFL. Those guys got heart. Yeah. Those guys got heart over there. Those guys got heart. All right, man. That is it, man. That is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, man. Please remember to give us a thumbs up. And if you like what you see, man, if you think this is an entertaining show, we're not one as entertaining as we normally are tonight. But except Mark. If this is an entertaining sports podcast, man, you can look no further than the Real Sports Podcast. You click on that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications, man. Pioneer.
Hey, man. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us and going through that Raider therapy session. If you're a Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, or 49ers fan, you're on my it list. I want to fight y'all. I want my ones, figuratively speaking, of course. But when y'all play the Raiders again, y'all going to hear from me. Best believe that. But come on back for our next show. The next show we're on the air with, hosting will give you the details of when that is. But the next show we're on the air, we're going to keep preparing for the upcoming UFL season. They just released the rules, so if you have any questions about the rules or like how it's going to be different from college football, the NFL, send us an email, drop a comment in the comment section, and we'll do our best to answer those rule questions when we break down the rules on the next edition of On the Mark. So
yes, sir.
Come on back to find out more.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all heard what the man said. I heard what this man said. And again, man, we will be back. We will be back right here this Saturday, but at a later time. My team is in a tournament, man. So we got an all-day thing. And hopefully we can get this championship. Hopefully. I got to work them out, man, see what we can get, man. But we will be back this Saturday, man. So as we transition a little bit over from the NFL over to the NBA now. Starting to get a little bit of NBA. NFL is done. So now we're going to start jumping over into the NBA, man. We're going to talk about the 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend and its events and predict the 2024 NBA All-Star Game. So come on back, man. We got basketball. We got a little basketball talk for you guys this Saturday, start time. Again, a little late. 6. Mark, 6.
All right.
Always
that gives you a chance, ladies and gentlemen, to come hang out with us and then get done with us, get dinner cooked, and get ready to be entertained by the best All-Star weekend in all of sports. You got the slam dunk contest, the 3-point contest. Well, I don't know about a slam dunk.
I don't know either. Put me to bed.
But that 3-point contest is gonna be something fire. I'm rooting for Dame Lillard, Oakland native, Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm rooting for.
That's right, man. So we got NBA All-Star Weekend, and hopefully, man, we have the return of Q-Dog. Q-Dog will be back. Q-Dog will be back on the show this Saturday as well. The dog, he will be back, man. So again, man, the 2023 NFL season is in the rearview mirror, but still keep believing in your team because we got the draft coming up April 25th, baby. The draft coming up. So keep on believing in your team, but most importantly, believe in yourself. And everybody around the world, be safe and stay safe. Me and Mr. Episode, we are out.